皆さんこんにちは。ちょっとね、すいません。It's been a while since I uploaded my last video, but today I want to talk about 3 sentence particles. I got some requests from my viewers to make videos about sentence particles, and I do think it's one of the hardest things for those who study Japanese, so I decided to make a video, and I hope it's helpful and you enjoy it. Okay, so there are many sentence particles in Japanese, but for this one, I'm gonna focus on 3 things: ka, ne, and yo. Okay, let's just start with an example without any particles. 私は日本人です。私は日本人です。or このレストランは美味しいです。このレストランは美味しいです。Because these two are polite form sentences without any particles. Sentence particles. Simply stating, I am Japanese and this restaurant is good. This restaurant is delicious. Okay, so first of all, ka particle, which is probably something you guys already know, but ka particle is a question marker. By adding ka particle at the end of your sentence, it will make your sentence a question. So, このレストランは美味しいですか？このレストランは美味しいですか？あなたは日本人ですか？あなたは日本人ですか？ You're simply asking, is this restaurant good or are you Japanese? There's one thing to note though. When you're speaking in informal form, you don't want to use ka particle even if you want to ask a question. And this is a common mistake a lot of people make. Personally, I think so. How do you say a casual way? How do you say this restaurant is good in casual, in implied form? このレストランは美味しい。このレストランは美味しい。Okay, this means this restaurant is good in implied form. But if you add ka and say このレストランは美味しいか? It can kind of make you sound, again, cringy. I kind of talked about this in the video of Nani. This is another way that can make you sound like an anime character. I know you might have heard 行くか or やるか, the kind of sentences in anime. But in reality, we don't actually use ka particle when we speak in casual form. So how do you ask question in casual form? You just simply want to have a rising pitch at the end of your sentence and say, このレストランは美味しい? このレストランは美味しい? That will simply make your sentence a question. Casual question. That's how you ask question in implied and implied form. Okay, the next particle, ne. Ne. It also has 2 uses. The first one is when you're seeking for an agreement. And say, for example, このレストランは美味しいですね。このレストランは美味しいですね。Let's imagine that you're at the table and in a restaurant. And you're with your boss or someone that you want to be polite. You guys are eating and you commented and you make a comment on the food you're eating. Oh, this is good. And you want the person talking to say kind of the same. You expect him or her or them to respond in a very similar way and say, このレストランは美味しいですね. So we'll be like, this restaurant is good, isn't it? You're seeking for an agreement. But if you have a rising pitch accent towards the end and say, このレストランは美味しいですね. このレストランは美味しいですね. That'll make your sentence sound more like you're seeking for a confirmation. You're checking with someone that you're talking to if he or she or they also think that's the case. So it'll be like, this restaurant is good, right? So it sounds a little bit more, I guess, pushy. So you want to have a different pitch accent depending on what you want to mean. このレストランは美味しいですね。このレストランは美味しいですね。このレストランは美味しいですね。このレストランは美味しいですね。Okay, the last one, yo particle. This is used when the speaker is providing a new information that the person that you're talking to doesn't have. So, 私は日本人です is me simply stating I'm Japanese. 私は日本人ですよ。私は日本人ですよ。This way, I am more like letting someone know that I am Japanese. Sometimes I'm correcting them. For example, someone assumes I'm Korean and they ask me, 韓国人ですか? 韓国人ですか? Are you Korean? And I might say, いえ、私は日本人ですよ。私は日本人ですよ。So I'm letting that person know, oh no, I'm not Korean. I'm Japanese. Okay, for the restaurant example, when you want to say, このレストランは美味しいですよ。このレストランは美味しいですよ is when, let's say your boss is looking for a place to eat and is looking up some guidebooks and he sees restaurants with really bad reviews, but then you find one with a really good review and you say, このレストランは美味しいですよ. You're letting that person know this new, you're giving that person this new information that they don't have. But you don't want to use yo particle when the information you're providing is not desired or is not asked for by the people you're talking to. For example, you don't want to use yo particle when you're, let's say, the first day of a semester and you're giving self-introduction to your classmates. And you don't want to start with 私は日本人ですよ。私は日本人ですよ。Because technically, no one has really asked about it. And you just kind of out of nowhere jumping in and provide, hey, I am Japanese. I'm letting you know that I'm Japanese. It kind of sounds strange. So in that case, you want to use the plain one. The ones without particles. 私は日本人です。私は日本人です。Okay, that was it for these 3 particles. I try to make it very simple and easy. But if you have any questions, let me know. Also, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do on this channel. So if you have any requests, also leave the comments. Please let me know. That will help me come up with ideas and have direction. So, thanks for watching. じゃあまた次の動画で会いましょう。さよなら。